Hi everyone, in this video I'll be comparing the new Pirastro Perpetual Cadenza strings to the Evah Pirazzi Gold strings that I'm normally using, and I'll give you my personal opinion. But first just listen and decide for yourself. Now, as they're both full and warm sounding strings, they have a lot of similarities in the sound, and I found it very hard to decide on what the differences actually are. I think the Perpetual Cadenza strings are less warm, but they are very clean in their sound, and they are great in the response. They are very easy to play. The Evah Pirazzi Gold strings, you have to do perhaps a little bit more effort to create the sound, so the response is a bit slower, but they do have this grindy sound, this warm sound, which is perhaps less clean, but it certainly has character. So I'm very curious what you think the difference is between these strings, And I normally use a Pirastro #1 soft E string, so I tried that. But I also tried, of course, just for comparison, the normal Evah Pirazzi Gold E string. So please let me know in the comments what you think. And the main downside of Evah Pirazzi Gold strings that I experience myself, but I also hear this a lot from colleagues and other players who use Evah Pirazzi Gold strings, is that when you put them on, they sound great. But then after 1 or 2 weeks, they start sounding a little bit muffled. So that optimal sound that you have in the first 1-2 weeks, that doesn't last very long. After that, they sound good, they are playable and stuff, and the tuning stability is good, but they are not as nice as in the beginning. And I'm wondering if this is better with the Perpetual Cadenza strings, but I can't test that now. And I wanted to get this video out so you guys know what I think about these strings and you get a chance to hear them. But I will play on the Perpetual Cadenza strings for a while, and then I'll let you know how long they last, and also how the sound is throughout that time. And then I'll just post a comment underneath this video. But if you want that update, maybe in a few months or so, when I really have experience with these cadenza strings, then subscribe to my channel and turn on all possible notifications, or subscribe to my emails at violinlounge.com, and then you'll get that update in a while, and also hear what my final decision is between the Perpetual Cadenza strings and the Evah Pirazzi Gold strings. Because this is, of course, just, you know, a first impression, and I just wanted to share this quickly. And there will be people who might comment that how will the sound with a different violinist, and it all depends on your violin and your bow, and you have a different blow, and blah blah blah. That is all very true. So in fact, I should have tried this with 50 different violinists, 50 different violins, 50 different bows, and different types of bow hair and different types of rosins. Yes, that's true, but mama ain't got time for that. So I hope at least this video with my personal opinion has been useful to you to decide on if you would like to give these strings a try. Yes, they will be different for you. If you think it's a big amount of money for you, then you might want to try out first just the A string or just the E string. So I also wanted to share a bit what Pirastro says themselves on their website, and if I think it's true. So the set Cadenza. The new Perpetual Cadenza violin set is characterized by its warm and very deep sound. Yeah, it's not very warm. It's more clean actually, but it has some warmth, certainly. With a great wealth of colors and noticeably easy to play. Yes, it's definitely easy to play. The response is great, so that is definitely true. Rich of overtones also. Harmonics play very easily. In addition, these strings inspire the player with their brilliant, clear and powerful sound, as well as with their optimal response without resistance. Yes, so you feel in the Evah Pirazzi Gold strings a sort of resistance, and yeah, I don't want to call it a grind, but the Perpetual strings are definitely cleaner in their sound, and the sound is also there right away, so that's true. The left hand feel is very light and soft due to its lower string tension. Yeah, the feel is good, so definitely light, also combined with the light response. I feel that it's definitely the G string of the Evah Pirazzi Golds has a wider vibration, so I think maybe the string tension is lower there. That's my idea, that the bow digs in more and that you also have to dig in more to get the sound. Shifting positions and portamenti can be played with noticeably less finger pressure. Yeah, you need less pressure in your bow, less pressure in your fingers. It's true. Overtones are rich. Already said that. That's definitely true. Very overtone rich, very clean sound. And enable a wide range of color nuances while allowing the violin to resonate very freely. Yeah, so that's what I meant by clean. So it allows the violin to resonate indeed very freely, and it responds very well, so it's also easy to create all those different nuances. Yeah, so that's all true except for the very deep and warm sound. I wouldn't say it's very warm and deep, but I do want to note that my violin needs very warm strings. So perhaps on your violin, if you have a violin with not as big a sound as my violin, then you might experience this as a very warm and deep sound. But I think maybe the Evah Pirazzi Gold strings seem to be a tad warmer. So that's my opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!